Yes, and it's been a long time. Just wanted to quickly short a video about something. About 3 years ago, I had a video about updating my i3blocks whenever there is a network signal. So basically, I've subscribed to network dispatcher, which will then uh, update me if there is a network event specifically from the network manager. And for some reason, I ended up not using that, and I've made another video about this out updating i3blocks. And I've been using that to this time until a few 2-3 weeks back. I've started using something else because I wanted some real time uh, i3blocks updates. Okay, so network dispatcher, of course, as you know, it writes to the dbus monitor. So it writes to the dbus, so we can listen to the dbus for any messages from network manager so that we can update our blocks accordingly. Now if you see here, just going to listen to the dbus with for the network manager. I mean, network manager has uh, submitted or subscribed, not subscribed, but it registered to dbus messages. So it writes messages to the dbus. Anyways, the point is, you can see some messages which is access denied, but you can just use sudo for getting the whole permission for monitoring few of the things. But anyways, we don't need uh, that for now. Anyways, we are really interested in updating our i3blocks in real time whenever there is a network switch. Okay, so as you can see, I'm currently connected to another network right here. And I just wanted to update my network whenever it disconnects, whenever it reconnects, whenever it switches to another network, whenever the connection is lost or anything like that. The typical thing that you would do is to use some sort of an thing like a network dispatcher, which is a good thing, but it requires another service to maintain that specific messaging. So the key idea is to use something which is very minimal, and we have it in the dbus. And okay, now I'm just going to show you how this works. I'm just going to disconnect my network, which is a keybind actually. And that's a screenshot. Anyways, that should have been function. I pressed alt. Anyways, so now you can see there is a state changed type for the network manager, which currently then does something. Whenever there is a state change, I will first show the script. Okay, let's reconnect again and then see the script. Now I've currently turned on the network and I've reconnected. Now you can see I have few state changes, a few types of changes, which is device added and device removed, then state changed, basically three of them. Right, now let's see the script. So whenever we disconnect or reconnect or change the network, as you saw, we will get these type of changes, right? And the whole idea is to just listen to the dbus monitor messages, and it's a while loop. I'm not sure how you are viewing this, but this is going to run forever. And if you have some more efficient solutions for this, I mean, I believe end of the day every software system either works in a way such that it's a loop or it's based on some events, signals. Here in this case, I mean, in order for generating that signal, there must be something. in the first place. So this is what I use for that. Now we of course send a signal to i3blocks, which then updates the blocks, right? And then specifically, as you can see here, in the line, we actually are interested in these three types: state change, device added, and device removed. Whenever there are these lines written in the std out, we will then perform the signal action, which then updates the blocks. Now let's see what we have in the i3blocks. I think it's let's search for 12. Here it is. No. Okay. So yeah, this is that specific block which updates whenever there is a change in the network. So it simply runs the nmcli command to show the current active connection, and then here you can see there is a signal of 12 which then gets by the blocks and then updates this specific thing. So anyways, so whenever there is a network change, this command runs, and that is reflected in the blocks. And of course you can see there is an interval, which means it runs every 60 seconds. But of course you don't need this interval when we actually use signals. Of course you can have it, but it is there for a backup, so you can of course keep it or leave it, but I recommend to have 60 seconds. That's nothing. I mean, that's less. And with that, even if the signals for some reason breaks, I can still view my current active connection such way. So that's it. I just wanted to share that thing. I think that's going to be very useful. I mean, it's actually useful for me. And of course, we have to start that script whenever the i3blocks, whenever the i3 starts as a service. You can see here. That's it. I just wanted to shoot this video. Do let me know if you have any suggestions on this, and I would like to improve this, because we don't want any other scripts which are really complex, and it's just, I guess this is very fine. But if you have suggestions, of course, write down in the comments. Thanks. I'll catch you guys in the next video or sometime later.